Alright everyone, today we will be doing Malamar in Pokemon Fire Red. This is another Pokemon for Halloween month. It is a Dark and Psychic type. I was a bit iffy on this thing at first, but this thing gets really good moves on its moveset. Gets Thunderbolt, Psychic, Calm Mind, and honestly, you might be surprised to hear this, but Malamar is actually a physical attacker. Thing's got 92 attack and I think 68 special attack. I did give it a rash nature, so plus special attack minus special defense. And its ability is Suction Cups. All that's really going to do is, I think that prevents Whirlwind from working. If that is true, then, like for the League, I won't need to deposit my HM users for that Pidgeot, because I know I'm going to set up Calm Mind on everything. But, let's see, we start with Feint Attack and Hypnosis, Peck, and Pound. I don't really think Hypnosis is going to get much play, if I'm honest. But I do know at a very early level, it might be level 9 or 12 or something, it gets Psybeam, so I'm really looking forward to that. Its real ability is much better. I actually don't know what its real ability is. I've never actually played with a Malamar. I remember when I was a kid, I hated Malamar because I used to collect a lot of the Pokemon trading cards. Contrary, okay, that's a good one. I used to collect a lot of the trading cards. I hated how during the X and Y era, Malamar was like every single like card set during like the X and Y era. Like every single set had like 1 or 2 Malamars in it. Kind of like how they really just overprinted that Pokemon in that era. And that's one reason I kind of hated it. But hopefully this thing will redeem itself. All right, so let's get started. Oh, right, gotta actually be on the emulator. Okay. Looking forward to this, though. Oh, I should probably get the YouTube chat showing. That is not YouTube chat. I can fix that. There we go. Nobody uses Suction Cups Malamar. Yeah, Contrary would just be so much of a better ability, but unfortunately, I don't think that ability exists until Gen 5. But, alright, let's get started. Enough, lollygagging. Also, this is a really freaking good back sprite. You know, I was thinking when I was making the thumbnail, I was thinking of making Malamar upside down, but I decided against it because I want people to recognize what the Pokemon is. Yeah, normally, a lot of these Halloween Pokemon we've been doing have been relatively kinda bad, but this thing being part Psychic, part Dark, and gets Calm Mind, I think this will do quite good. Plus, the Dark type is honestly extremely good in Fire Red. Aside from Bruno and the occasional Black Belt, like, the part Dark typing, like, it makes Sabrina absolutely free. And, she's generally one of the harder gym leaders in this game. So this type makes her completely free, because she has no idea how to handle this type. Although, with our part Psychic typing, we are actually 4 times weak to Bug. The only prominent Bug type that we have to face is Sabrina's Venomoth with Leech Life, but I'm quite confident we'll outspeed and one-shot it with Psybeam or Psychic. And we get some other great moves, too. Let's see. From the game corner, we get Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball. I don't think I want Shadow Ball. But, I could see myself getting Thunderbolt because we don't get Shockwave. But, oh, no, don't go there. Yep. Gen 2 is when they introduced Bruno. I don't know what to... Because, I mean, Calm Mind and Psychic, and probably a side of Feint Attack, will probably just deal with a lot of the threats, but I don't know. I think getting Thunderbolt will actually mainly just speed up Lorelei, and it'll probably help against other opponents. You know what? Yeah, I'll actually get it. Normally, you might be saying, hey, wait a minute. I thought you just said you're 4 times weak to Bug. We are, but none of these trainers have a Bug move. Funnily enough, the move Bug Bite doesn't even exist until Gen 4. Not even these Caterpies would be threatening. I also don't know if this training is going to be necessary, but we're in the medium fast group. I would like to get Psybeam as soon as possible, so I'll just get it. But there is the risk of, if my speed stat gets too high, Brock's Onyx is more likely to use Rock Tomb, but we're not weak to rock moves, and our defense is relatively okay. I think it's 88 defense or something, so I'm honestly not too worried. Good, widely available bug moves were invented in Gen 4 with X-Scissor. Yeah, there was X-Scissor, Bug Bite, what were some other good ones? Mega Horn was pretty much the only good Gen 2 bug move. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to Hypnosis just in case. Yeah, Mega Horn was only accessible by, Heracross. Although, I know other Pokemon get it. I don't know if this fact is still true, but I remember learning that Heracross was the only one to get stabbed Mega Horn, but I'm most likely confident that that has changed since then. I'm pretty sure some other bug type gets Mega Horn. If not, I'd be actually really surprised. I've seen Mega Horn on Rapidash before. Alright, I'm gonna go straight to Brock because the Onix has 24 speed. And if I'm slower than it, it's not gonna go for Rock Tomb. Yeah, just so that way we don't have to deal with any stupid shenanigans from this thing. Oh, that was easy. And split. 420 Brock split. Nice. Alright, due to our abundance of power points, I'm pretty confident I don't need to heal. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of Rock Tomb. Don't need Pokeballs. Oh, I do need Pokeballs. I actually just realized I forgot to catch Pidgey in Paris. Oops. Alright then. That's embarrassing. I mean, I played a lot of Gen 1 lately. In Gen 1, you're not supposed to catch the Pidgey and Rattata on the first route. That's fine, not a big deal. At least Paris are guaranteed encounters on the floors in Mount Moon with the long, narrow hallways. In the remakes, they had those floors be guaranteed Paris. Aerial Ace. Nice. This move could come in handy. Scolipede gets it because it's Bug Poison in Gen 5. Okay, so that must have been a really outdated fact. I honestly want to play with Scolipede at some point. During yesterday, when Scott asked, like, hey, is there a Pokemon you were thinking of running? I honestly don't want to do more Ghost types. I didn't get the chance to tell him, but I really would like to do Scolipede. I've never gotten to play with one, but the thing looks so intimidating. It's a really big, heavy bug type. I kind of wonder how it would do. Oh, there's a Spearow. Actually, wait. Hypnosis does have a use. Really? But actually, though, in Generation 5, did Heracross, or not Heracross, did Scolipede actually get Mega Horn in Gen 5? Or was it, like, in a later generation? That is not what, dude. Don't need Bullet Seed. Can't even learn it. Pure Candy. I should probably do some trainers. Because, we actually can learn Water Pulse. And I feel like having Water Pulse for Nugget Bridge will help speed up the Geodude fights. It's honestly not necessary. But here's the thing. We have Feint Attack. I mean, I don't think the Staryu is not going to be much of a threat. But, honestly, with how low our speed stat is, I don't think it's a good idea to take on Misty early, so... Flash. No. I'm going all special, baby. Okay, I need to get a Paris. At level 1 in Gen 5. Oh, okay. That might have been a fact from, like, Generation 4 or something. Oh, hey, Axu. You're watching that video by Martsnack. Who's that again? Also, welcome, Axu. What might have been a Gen 4 fact? The Heracross is the only bug type who could learn it? I think so, yeah. I remember learning a long time ago at one point that Heracross was the only one that got Stab Megahorn. That was probably a fact that originated in Gen 3. Am I about to die? Oh, no. Oh, dude. If that had not died, oh, man. That would have been a pretty extensive blackout. Oh. Oh, yeah. That was a really interesting video. And I ended up realizing it was the same guy who made the "Can you beat Firered while blind and deaf?" Doing it for Platinum was... What he did was straight up insane. I couldn't even keep track of most of his methodology because it didn't make sense. But I'm not going to question it. Alright, Rival 2 time. Alright, I outspeed this. Oh, a crit. Nice. I don't even know if that range mattered or not. Let's see. Imagine if that burned there. Not like it would have mattered, but it still would have been annoying. Okay, yeah, the trainers here on Nugget Bridge will be really fine. Oh, Axu, before you showed up, I was debating with, my viewers, mainly just Annie, because she was the only one chatting, but do you think it'd be a good idea to get Thunderbolt from the game corner? It's 4,000 coins. I would have to effectively not buy vitamins. And Thunderbolt could help with some coverage since we don't get Shockwave, but at the same time, I feel like Calm Mind combined with Psychic and Feint Attack should just straight up deal with all our problems. So I'm just honestly... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if we didn't get Calm Mind, I would have said yes. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it. If I need it for the second playthrough, we'll know in the first. Yeah, just for now, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, another thing I mentioned earlier is that the last couple of Halloween month runs have been relatively bad. But this thing being part Psychic with Calm Mind, I was willing to lower the poll to 110 to 114. Also, it's nice to do something in medium fast and not the slow group. Just in case. There are 3 games where Pokemon can be taught Megahorn through TM Tutor, and all 3. The only bug types are Heracross and the Carablast line. I always forget that's a Pokemon. Malamar is pretty unfortunate, a physical attacker with special stabs. Yeah, I noticed that. This thing does not look like a physical attacker, but for some reason they gave this thing higher attack than special. By a huge margin, too. Crunch. Yeah, I think Psychic and Crunch combined with Calm Mind should just straight up take care of everything. I could use... Well, Psychic would straight up be better compared to Crunch, but like... Let's see, like in the league, Psychic is straight up better on everything. I guess Crunch would only be for, like, other psychic types, like Slowbro. Let's Go Kanto was the first game that had Megahorn as a TM. That's nice. Quite funny. We might need rest for Lance. I guess I'll get it in an emergency, but what makes you so sure we need it? Actually, if we're gonna have to set up on the Gyarados, I guess it would be nice to have that, flexibility with being able to heal. I could get a Chesto Berry, too. You know what? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Our defensive stats are not that good. Annie, tone it down, please. I am impressed I won at 1 HP. Also, after my run's over, Steve's gonna be starting his stream. He was gonna come, like, just be like a special guest, but he's gonna take a nap, so he doesn't feel like being here right now, but that's fine. Oh, I actually memorized where most of the items are down here. I'm gonna see if any of them are here. They're, like, special, like, reoccurring items. Nope. For those of you who don't know, in the underground, there's some reoccurring hidden items down there that occasionally spawn in. They're just like antidotes and stuff. They're not that good. I only know where they are because of the archipelago randomizers. I should really get Exceptional to do one of those with me at some point. That'd be fun. Alright, gotta get this. No, dude, don't sell those. That is not what I meant to sell. Oops. But yeah, I'll get rest as a backup. Good idea. May as well get this too while I'm here. I don't want Brick Break. Petcha, Cherry, Chesto. I'm pretty confident here. I'm not going to save. Even if I get hit with Sand Attack, I can just spam Aerial Ace. Wow, the Pidgeotto really loves to survive hits. The thing almost never dies to anything. Psychic. Well then, that was really quick. Dude, there's a chance that I could just do this run completely TM-less. Well, not really. This thing still needs Calm Mind, but besides Calm Mind... Also, normally, but when I make my starter in PK Hex, I like edit the stats, give it Hidden Power Dark because I ban Hidden Power in my Fire Red Leaf Green runs because it's only available through pickup. I actually did experiment with turning on some other flags. I usually have a flag on for like the trash can puzzle in here because it's a bit complicated to use Pokebite to solve the trash can puzzle. So I pretty much just, Exceptional told me this, there's a flag in the PK Hex like flags tab for Fire Red. You can check mark it, and the trash can puzzle's just always solved. I do have another flag check marked as true. It's just an experiment for something in the future. I did do it for this ROM. I'm gonna see if it works. I'll let you know when we get there. There we go. I was a bit worried for a minute. Alright, gotta get the bike voucher and then go through Rock Tunnel. There's also 2 PP-ups in Celadon City. One in the actual city itself and one in the Rocket Hideout. And then the third one is in Silphco. There is one on Cycling Road in the original games, but in the remakes, they moved it to the opposite side of Cycling Road from where I normally go down. I normally go down on the right side, but they moved it to the left side. So, I'm gonna have to get the third PP up in Sylph. And I'm gonna use them all on Psychic. I'll teach this. I better hold on to Hypnosis as a clutch emergency thing, so I better not teach it. I just don't see a scenario where Water Pulse helps. I mean, even for Blaine, I could just use Calm Mind. Like, I do have an incentive to do Silphco as early as possible, but... Like, here's the thing. Erica does not need Calm Mind. I am quite confident I can beat Koga without Calm Mind. Blaine, I'm not so sure, so I think I'll do the gyms in order this time. Well, may as well get move flexibility. Yep, Psychic has low PP. And it's hard to believe Aerial Ace is technically my only move that uses my best stat. Because, in Generation 3, all Dark-type moves are special, so Crunch does special damage, which makes so much sense. And I do wish, though, that this thing had Shockwave, because it would really help with the Slowpoke, but honestly, Crunch is straight up better. Because Crunch, with the same type attack bonus, is 120 base power, and if it's super effective, it's 240. But a super effective Shockwave is 120. Yeah, Crunch is straight up better than Shockwave. But look at that. Almost nothing likes to kill those Slowpoke. Those Slowpoke love to live Shockwaves, even if you're an electric type. So seeing something that one-shot Slowpoke is a good sign. Yeah, Shadow Ball has low power points too. Honestly, it's a bit more justified. Like, the moves with higher base power should have lower PP. Which is why I say, like, moves like Extra Sensory in this game are extremely broken. Like, it's only 10 power points, 10 power weaker than Psychic, and it has 3 times the power points, with a flinch chance instead of a special defense drop chance. Also, good to know my Firered overlay still works. But, I really do need to talk with MVF about my Crystal overlay malfunctioning the last couple of streams. Oh, we also do get the tutor for Rock Slide, but I do not see any reason to teach it. I want to hold on to my moves here. I mean, theoretically, I don't even need Hypnosis anymore, but if there's one hard opponent in the mid-game that I can solve with Hypnosis, I'll do it. Max Ether? I only realized that Max Ether was there from the full item randomizers. I don't think I've ever done one of those on stream, have I? I have, yeah, the 5-way. Nice, I avoided him. Avoid him like the plague. Repel ran out. Man, this thing is just destroying right now. Well, that was a waste of a super. I was actually trying to fight the Clefairy girl, but, oh well. There's really no reason to preference the Clefairy girl over this person. Because, I mean, the Clefairy girl's annoying because she has Attract. But there have been runs where I chose to fight the Clefairy Girl over the Gambler, and it's usually with Pokemon weak to fire attacks. Alright, get the T. Oh my gosh, get out of the way. Alright, I'm gonna go get the first PP up. I won't be getting the coin case because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need Thunderbolt. No. Does it? Wait. Trick lets you, like, switch items with the opponent, right? It does. Theoretically, that could have been useful, but the opponents in this game rarely ever hold anything good. If there was a trainer in the game that held Twisted Spoons, I actually would consider keeping it for that, but no. I mean, I got the black glasses. I may as well equip those, honestly. Oops. Well, I've always wondered what that item was. Alright, get the calcium. I'm gonna not do a vitamin buy at the moment. I'm just gonna go in the department store for super repels and leave. But I actually do want to come back when I fight Erica. First, I don't know. It's really hard to go out of the way to, like, do, like, a second vitamin buy. Because the department stores are relatively out of the way when buying vitamins. It's hard to think of a good time to go in there. Like, I think usually the best time is, like, after I do Sylph, so I can get a bunch of the high money items to sell. But I don't know. With Calm Mind, I don't really think vitamin buys are necessary. I do see myself wanting Carbos, though. I mean, I guess with the amount of money I have, I could probably buy, like, 2, hopefully 3 Carbos. Although, I could actually fight Erica's trainers first. Some of Erica's trainers actually do give quite a decent bit of money. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go to, Erica. Yeah, they don't have good XP yields, but the beauty trainer class give a lot of money. In fact, if you don't count Elite Four members and stuff like that, the trainer class with the highest money yields are actually burglars. I think ace trainers too, actually. I should have used Crunch. I'm gonna fight these two people here. It's probably unnecessary, but I just want to see how much money they give. Especially the ace trainer down there. I want to see if it's worth it. Okay, don't fight that person. I don't know if it works like this in Gen 3, but in Generation 1, how the money works, each trainer class has like a money value, and then it's multiplied by the last Pokemon's level. I don't know if it works like that in this game, but in Gen 1, it's how it works, and you're able to use a math formula to predict the money. Okay, that was not worth it. Okay, so honestly, I think just fight the beauties. Do not fight anyone else. I mean, 2 of the beauties are mandatory anyway. There's 1 optional beauty. I'll just do them next time. Oh, that hurt. Unfortunately, the money from my overlay in Firered doesn't work at the moment. So that's why I have the YouTube chat window there, just to have something take up space. I only have money working for Ruby and Sapphire, uh, Emerald to an extent, and then Gen 4. I'm gonna get these TMs just to sell for extra money to buy a third vitamin. Because I have enough money for 2 vitamins, but not 3. So that's why I wanted to come up here. Light Screen, Giga Drain, Safeguard, Reflect, Shockwave. Okay, yeah. There's free Carbos that I can get in Sylph, though. I think just buy Calcium. Yeah, because Sylphco has 2 free Carbos. There's a Carbos in the mansion. And, where else is there? There's a Carbos in the Safari Zone, too, I believe. There's a lot of free Carbos, so... Calcium you don't find nearly as many of. I forgot to use my vitamins, hold on. I need to improve my menuing. I mean, burglars steal stuff, ace trainers must win a lot, and girls with fancy clothes must have a lot of money. Yeah. Honestly, it's really impressive I have 0 resets right now. That just shows you the power of psychics. Also, my speed stat is 78. If I were to try to do, Sylphco right now, Rival 5's highest speed Pokemon is Charizard with 92, and I think Alakazam has 91. So if I were to do them, I would have to be outsped, but honestly, it's just straight up better, in my favor, to just do Koga first. Plus, there's 2 trainers in his gym that have, an Arbok, Sandslash, and one of them has 2 Arboks instead of 1. Those guys give some of the best XP among all gym trainers. Like, I'd say, with the exception of people in Giovanni's gym, the trainers in Blaine's gym, for example, are straight up bad. Half of them use, like, Bullpix and Growlithe. Not really good XP yields. And in Giovanni's gym, a lot of them use a team of 5 with half of them fully evolved, so they're really good. Sabrina's trainers, I mean, they're okay. Some of them have fully evolved Pokemon, but the problem is they usually only have 1 or 2 Pokemon apiece, and you have to take teleporters to them, which takes time. Like, all the 2 gym trainers with the Arboks and the Sandslashes in Koga's gym, you straight up have to walk past them every single time. One of them's a spinner, actually. You can just literally talk to him, and you're not going out of the way at all. Also, do I want to get Return? That's interesting. I always notice Return is far less useful in Generation 3 compared to Generation 2. But unless you're a normal type without the same type attack bonus, I don't think Return's worth it, mainly because of all the Intimidate users. Lanes would be better than Sabrina's because they're right there. I mean, yeah, Steve says that, but it's the fact, I guess they're only good if you know which ones to fight. If you know which ones are the bad ones and you can skip those, then I'd say it's okay. You just have to know which ones are the good ones. But I don't remember which one's which that well. Oh, Oh, I better get a substitute. Honestly, I think I should just delete Hypnosis. I've never used it except to just catch HM users. Alright, our speed's pretty good, but I should get the Quick Claw just in case. Oh, I guess there isn't a Carbos here. I will actually fight this guy. The one singular Hypno, he gives really good XP. But the problem is he's a super high level. If you're weak to any of his psychic moves or have low special defense, he's kinda bad to face. Because he can be difficult. But he's actually one of the highest level gym trainers in the whole game. There are trainers in Giovanni's gym with lower levels than that, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's because he has only one Pokemon, but still. A Hypno is pretty terrifying. But we're immune to Psychic, so it's not going to matter today. Yeah, this is one of the guys right here. He's got 2 Arbok and a Sandslash. His Arbok will be one-shots. I don't know about his Sandslash. Nope. I don't even know if Crunch would have been better. Because, I mean, Psychic is 90 power compared to Crunch's 80. But Black Glass is only a 10% boost. So if that's 80 power, that would be 80 to 88. No, Psychic is still a teeny bit better. Okay, so when I said earlier that these Arbok trainers, you straight up have to walk past them, that's only really true for Gen 1, because in Firered and Leaf Green, you're available to, like, take this shortcut. So I guess I did have to go out of my way for that guy. I hopefully can skip him next time. Alright, I'm just going to use a substitute just in case. Minimize. And it always just impresses me just how much bulkier the Muck is compared to the Weezing. Like, honestly, Muck should have been Koga's ace, not Weezing. Alright, time for Sylph. Alright, so I'm not going to do a second vitamin buy. I'm just going to go around and grab pretty much just all the vitamins except proteins. Alright, there's the peep, yep. That was one of the smoothest bag tricks manipulations I've ever seen. I'm gonna go around and get the vitamins later, though. I want to full clear the rockets, so that way they're all gone. Alright, so... Okay, the Charizard will outspeed me a bit, but hopefully I'll be fine. That Psychic did not do as much as I had hoped. That's not good. Oh boy. Okay, I'll just go get the vitamins first. If I just get the vitamins first, I can fight some of the good trainers along the way. Yeah, I'm honestly quite surprised how little Psychic did. I mean, our special attack is low, yeah, but still. Stab Psychic. Okay, let's see. Fourth floor, there's an iron in the pot. It's hard for me to memorize, like, all the good trainers, but all of the scientists have good teams, except the one on the 10th floor by the Rare Candy. That's the only scientist without a good team. I would not recommend fighting him. All right, 5th floor, it's a calcium, right? No, it's a protein. All right, 6th floor, there's a HP up, and there's a Carbos in here. 7th floor, there's a calcium all the way over here. I'm gonna fight this guy. Wheezing got nerfed, Muck got buffed. I'd say so, yeah. Sure seems like it. Yeah, honestly, as long as I outspeed the Charizard, I feel like I'll be fine. Okay, there's just that's an iron. Alright, so there is a calcium in here, plus a heal bed. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I'm going to use every vitamin. I mean, I'm sure most of the vitamins are necessary, but they were very quick to get. I've got the proteins in my bag. May as well use them. Plus, who knows? Some of those irons may have helped, too. Who knows? Maybe I could survive 2 wing attacks through substitute instead of 1. Feather Dance. I think I'm going to use Crunch, because Crunch also has a chance to lower special defense. Oh, that is not as much as I had hoped. Okay, Aerial Ace does less. Oh boy. Rival 5 is giving us issues. This is kind of tough to figure out. Because our low special attack, despite the rash nature, is still coming back to bite us. Nice crit. Yeah, this is something we're gonna need to figure out for run 2. Honestly. Wait. Okay. That was a tiny bit of luck, but I was just saying, this could potentially be an argument for Thunderbolt. Because a super effective Thunderbolt is an effective power of 190. 190? 95 times 2. 110. Wait. No, that doesn't make sense either. I think it is 190. Yeah, I think 190. But, Stab Psychic is 142. Yeah, I feel like Thunderbolt would have made that a lot easier. Because I did have to rely on a bit of luck. There's a reason he uses Contrary Superpower. We actually do get Superpower by level up. I'm not going to use it, though. I'm going to have to remember this, though. This thing can't learn Draco Meteor. It's not a Dragon type. If Scarlet and Violet changed it so non-dragon types get Draco Meteor, I'm gonna be so mad. Because that move is exclusive to dragons for a reason. Yeah, I'll have to remember this. Because if I do end up getting Thunderbolt for run 2, all those vitamins I picked up, I'm gonna have to sell them to buy Thunderbolt. I would really prefer not to, but all I would really need... Honestly, I just had a bit of good luck, because he used one Scary Face. Dude. Yeah, honestly, I don't think Thunderbolt's going to be necessary. The Gyarados isn't even that hard. It's the Charizard, because it's a 3-shot. But if I can bait it to using one Scary Face, then even if his next move breaks the substitute, I'll be able to outspeed in one shot. So I think that fight just needs a little bit of luck. Just use one Scary Face. Because since he outspeeds me, there is a chance he uses it. Also, the only reason I even used Substitute here was try and avoid a potential Leech Life damage off of the Metal Moth. But honestly, it was just a huge time waste. Oh, wait. Dig. Dude, come on. I'll read your message in just one quick moment. Okay, is there anything else I need to teach? Super Repel. Hey man, I haven't played Pokemon since Platinum, want to get back to it. Can you recommend me what game to pick up? I mean, there are some new games currently out on Switch right now. The newest game is Scarlet and Violet. But I feel like that it may have, like, too many new things. But honestly, if the last game you played is Platinum, I would recommend the Sinnoh remakes, because they carry over a lot of the newer features, like the fairy typing, a lot of the updated moves, while still keeping things relatively simple for, like, the older fans. So I would recommend the Sinnoh remakes if the last game you played was Platinum. It'll basically just be, like, what you remember with some new things sprinkled in. That's what I would recommend. Because I feel like the other new games, like, if you haven't played Pokemon that long, it may overwhelm you a bit too much. Well, I guess Lapras got a free Carbos. I meant to use that on myself. Because if you look at the bottom left, Malamar has 97 speed EVs, that little green number. So I could have used that Carbos, but oh well. Dude. I picked up those TMs for no reason. I'd say it's more what you remember without some of the things you remember fondly, like Return. Yeah, most people never really saw the benefit of Return as a kid. Not even I did. I just thought Return was just some sort of filler move. Okay, Calm Mind. I'm gonna get rid of Aerial Ace. Normally, I want to keep a physical move for Alakazam, but Crunch will deal with them just fine. Yeah, no problem, YK. I actually Nuzlocked the entire Shining Pearl game on my channel. It was my first ever seriously attempted Nuzlocke. I actually did make it all the way to Cynthia, but unfortunately, I didn't plan the league well enough. And Lucian killed half of my team. Okay, so I'm gonna not substitute for now. Alright. You've got to be kidding. Oh, gotta go for it. Hopefully I can survive enough turns. It looks like I'll level up though, so hopefully I'll get some extra HP to work with. 41 to 22. I think that was 19. Yep, that was 19. Dude, Malamar just keeps getting clutch crits. Alright, now for Giovanni. This thing's honestly doing really good. We only had a little hiccup with Rival 5. Legends Arceus is quite a different structure than Platinum, but I enjoyed it more. I say it's actually enhanced Platinum. I kind of disagree with that. Legends Arceus was like its own thing. It's like a completely different kind of Pokemon game. I feel like if you haven't played it in a long time, I don't know if it's the best place to start off. I mean, I guess if you like Pokemon in Breath of the Wild, you could give it a try. I was just trying to think of a game recommendation for someone who hasn't played Pokemon since Platinum. Like, for example, if you were trying to show a guy whose last game was Crystal, for example, everything in Gen 9, that would most likely get extremely overwhelming. I mean, Steve refuses to acknowledge even Gen 5 exists for that reason. Funnily enough, because he's actually played Gen 7 many times. But that's what going a long time without playing Pokemon does to a person. I mean, I haven't played Minecraft in a long time, and whenever I try to look at some of the changes that I keep seeing online about, like, the new stuff they add, I barely even keep track of them anymore. They've just added way too many new things. And I don't know if I can play again, because I might, like, lose track of everything. Yeah, Soul Silver, exactly. So when that one guy said Platinum, I recommended the Sinnoh remix. That was my mindset right there. Honestly, in the Elite Four, I think the only person I'm generally worried about is probably Bruno. But as long as I can get some Calm Mind set up, I should be fine. I mean, yeah, I understand why you thought Legends Arceus, but it's a completely different kind of Pokemon game. So it's not really the right kind of genre for someone coming back. Alright, +3 should do. Oh no, not my attack. Whatever shall I do? Nice. Even though I didn't outspeed, the Calm Minds let me survive. This thing can't do anything to me. My first Pokemon game was Soul Silver, my second was Legends. I handled it quite well, except the levels. I dramatically over-level. That's probably because Johto. Your second ever Pokemon game was Legends, huh? Interesting. Oh, right, I already used Repel. Yeah, I really hate Johto's XP curve. But there's actually something else I realized. There is not a single Johto game that exists with the modern XP formula that was introduced in Gen 5. It kind of makes me wonder, if they remade Johto again with the new XP curve, dude, I think Johto would be way harder of a game. Because basically what the new XP formula is, effectively, the higher leveled you are compared to the opponent, the less XP you get. You get a bonus for fighting stuff stronger than you. But in Johto, you're pretty much higher leveled than everything. I do not want to know what that would be like. Alright, gonna get the Lumberry just in case. I'm pretty sure I don't need this max elixir, but just in case. Alright, so let me look at suction cups again. Firmly anchors the body. Yeah, that should prevent Whirlwind from working. So I'm not even going to bother depositing my HM users. Yeah, I don't feel like the black glasses are really going to help that much. I know Axu says we may need rest for Lance, but I'll hold off on teaching it for now. Alright, hopefully my new change will work. I figured. Alright, I am gonna need to pause my timer. I will explain what that was as soon as I reopen my save. Alright, let me refresh the overlay. Okay. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, that worked. Okay, so for those of you wondering what I was trying to do, there's a little... You can actually checkmark in the flags for the game, the Hoenn connectivity restored, which lets you do round 2 of the league without going to the Sevi Islands. The problem is it overwrites the round 1 league. So, if I wanted to do round 2 of the league without doing the Sevi Islands, because I want to start doing round 2 of the league in my Leaf Green runs for the actual legit solo runs. But I don't want to go through like 20 minutes of post-game just to get access to them. So part of me is thinking, like, just make it so I don't have to do the Sevi Islands. I figured. Okay, that was not enough Calm Minds. But honestly, I think the proper way for me to truly skip the Sevi Islands, just do the game as normal, don't even bother setting flags, aside from the trash can puzzle, of course. And then as soon as I beat the champion, I'll just save the game, I'll give myself a complete Pokedex, that way I can get the leftovers, and I'll have access to the round 2 immediately. You may think, like, oh, won't that just cut out some of the content? Dude, the Sevi Islands in the post-game is just a giant waste of time if you want to do round 2 of the league. The trainers aren't even that good. The only good thing you get over there is, like, the TM for Sludge Bomb and a rare candy. Like, if I want to start doing round 2 of the league, I want to just get straight to the point like that. You couldn't hear the snap, but you get my point. I don't know, though, if I want to do round 2 of the league in my official ranks, though. I know what Scott does is he has it as a separate time thing, but I don't know. I do kind of want to include it as part of the official ranking like Exceptional does. Because I really do love the Round 2 League in Fire and Leaf Green. I just hate how it takes forever to access them. Sludge Bomb should have been given by Janine, right? But don't get me wrong, I love the Sevi Islands, but in terms of needing to complete them to unlock Round 2, that part I do not like. Like, if I want the extra rare candy or the TM from Sludge Bomb from there, I should take the time to go get it. Like, if I truly need it. I just want to go straight to the Round 2. Because otherwise, I'm just going to waste like 25 minutes every single run. Because that's how long it takes to do the entirety of the Sevi Islands. Both the first part and the second part. You know, I'm pretty sure Janine actually is in Firered and Leaf Green. There's a girl in the post-game who hangs out in Fuchsia with like a random NPC model and said that she's Koga's daughter. Although it doesn't say her actual name's Janine, but I'm pretty confident it's Janine. Unless Koga has a second daughter we don't know about. Am I gonna die? Yep. Okay, setup substitute. I was really hoping I wouldn't need to use it, but I got to. Actually, either that or I have access to the Pokemon Firered disassembly. I could probably modify the requirements to challenge Round 2 of the Elite Four. I could probably do that, honestly. I mean, I'm not going to change how I do the backports. The backports are not going to do Round 2 of the League. Just because I just want them to be quicker. But like for the official runs, I want to at least try the Round 2. But honestly, if I were to do the flag thing to skip needing the Sevi Islands for Round 2, that could be viewed as cheating in one scenario. You have to do part 1 in order to have access to it, but the first part you don't even have to do. You could just save for the entire thing all at once. Also, I'm pretty sure Axie told me Lance here often chooses between Dragon Rage and Bite. Because he doesn't really know damage ranges with Dragon Rage. So he should still be, well, maybe not because it's neutral. I don't know. Yeah, he's using Bite right now. Alright, I think I'm just going to get to +3 and sub. +3 is not enough. I can see why Axie said we needed Rust, but I'm going to see if I can find another solution. Like, I have 9 rare candies. I'm just going to use 8 of them to get to level 60. I really do not want to use Rest. Alright, +3 and sub. Yeah, +3 sub. Okay. Nice, I survived an ancient power. Alright, I outspeed this. Darn. You know, that actually doesn't matter. As long as the Dragonairs are one-shots. Oh, yeah. So yeah, rest is honestly not necessary. I think just use 3 Calm Minds. And then set up a substitute. I mean, I don't think anything the Aerodactyl can do can break it unless it uses Hyper Beam. But I guess even if it breaks it... I don't know. It's a bit luck dependent. I think preferably we'd want 4. God won't be very happy about that. Ike will approve. Alright, let's see how well this goes. Ike approved. Alright, hopefully he starts spamming Sand Attack and Feather Dance. Also with Suction Cups, I'm pretty sure Whirlwind doesn't work. Yeah, it has to. It would have done it by now. Yeah, so honestly, Suction Cups, it's still, in general, just a useless ability. It only really helps with, It only really helps with me not needing to deposit. Okay, the Charizard's gonna outspeed, but with 4 Calm Minds, I'm sure I can survive a Fire Blast. Or I just get a Quick Claw. 103.25. This was honestly really good. I got 2 resets at Rival 5, even though I did all that training, but I think it's... Right, he just needs a bit of luck. He just needs to use Scary Face once, and I win. In terms of Lance... the main problem is with Lance is 3 Calm Minds really isn't enough. Plus, I don't outspeed the Aerodactyl, so if I use 3 Calm Minds plus Substitute, I can tank whatever the Aerodactyl does, but if it uses Hyper Beam, it will break my Substitute. And then the Dragonite, I want to have the sub up for Dragonite. Yeah, the Lapras Sprite's all awesome. Honestly, I think I will... Honestly, I think Axu's right. I will use Resto Chesto on Lance, so that way I can get extra Calm Mind set up. Well, I only need to get to +4, plus my health needs to be high enough to, live, so that way I can keep a substitute up for the... Well, not for the Dragonite. It's to survive whatever the Aerodactyl tries to do to me, because it's going to outspeed every time. Resto Chesto's Ike approved. Yeah. Ike doesn't even like Resto Chesto. He hates Rest entirely. Okay. So, I feel like I do want to stick with this nature. Alright, I'm going to load the save state. Said Resto Chesto's okay once. Look at him trying to change his mind. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I need to save here again. I need to undo that flag I checked earlier. I'm going to have to exit this again. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, whenever I get time before I start doing Firered, doing Pokemon Leaf Green re-ranks for my old solo runs, I need to look in the disassembly and see if I can figure out a way to not have to mandate it without having to save the game, reset, and change some flags. Because if I start with that flag already set, it's going to unlock round 2 immediately. I want to try and avoid a save if I can. I don't know, though. It automatically saves whenever you finish the league anyway. I'll figure something. Alright, reload the mapper. That. Refresh the overlay. Alright, I'm going to start a new poll and we can get started with run 2. Hydration Rest is a better set, though, because it would work as long as rain is up. Hydration cures status effects at the end of the turn. Well, then again, Ike hating on Rest, I've seen what he says about a lot of competitive movesets in general. He really does not like stall moves. He hates moves like Rest. He doesn't like Baton Pass. I mean, he likes Substitute, but at the same time, Substitute is honestly more broken than Rest. I even tell Scott that. Scott agrees with me. Substitute's more broken. Ike just has a bias against Rest, and he knows it. Let's see. I got a time of 103. I'm going to set the under to... I'm going to set the under to 104. 104 to 106. Because theoretically, I could do worse, because Rival 5 is going to need a bit of luck. So will Lance to an extent. I hate stall too, but you can't really stall in a solo run. If you do stall in a solo run, it's either something like Sunny Day Turns or a bad Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. Rest spamming is only really needed for bad Pokemon. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Run number 2. Alright, so here's what I've learned. Fighting those bug catchers earlier was honestly completely unnecessary. Feint Attack with 60 power with Stab is 90. Like, it's straight up better than needing to grind. That it's not better than Psybeam, but it'll do. Like, pretty much nothing in the early game resists Dark. I will need to remember to catch Rattata or Pidgey. Bad Pokemon, or if you're Scott. Scott does like to use Rest with good Pokemon, but honestly in Crystal, of the broken moves like Return, Rest, Curse, the move I use the most often is actually Rest followed by Return for the backports. Not many backports really need Return for Red, but a lot of them do end up using Rest. Like, I think with Petrarant, all of our final movesets had Rest on it. Except for Steve, I think. Hey, Kiwi, just in time for run 2. So yeah, after this run, hopefully Steve will be streaming so I can do a redirect. And while he's streaming, I'm going to work on more YouTube intros for the fully edited videos, which I'll be resuming very soon. I've already gotten all the intros done for Red, Yellow, Crystal, Sapphire, leaf green, emerald, and black. The reason black is just right there, I started with black first just to like test things. How is Malamar doing? Really, really good, honestly. I did struggle with Rival 5 and Sylph because Charizard's a 3-shot with Psychic, but behind a substitute, as long as we can get one use of Scary Face, it should be fine. So I will need to battle most of the trainers in Sylph to get to level 43, get all the vitamins. I mean, I was originally thinking we could just get Thunderbolt from the game corner, but honestly, with the kind of damage ranges we were taking, I feel like the vitamins are a good idea. I don't really want to get Thunderbolt. I mean, yeah, it would make the rival fight more consistent, but I just don't think it's necessary. Well, it gets suction cups because that ability exists in this game. Not bad for fishing. Yeah, I'm not fishing today. This isn't Crystal this isn't Johto where we need a Crappie. Alright, I don't know if it's a good idea to fight Brock immediately. But I mean, he's only going to be spamming Tackle, but at only level 6, we'll see how this goes. A third? Okay, this should get me to level 8. Nice. Okay, yeah, that was just straight up pure minimum battles. Nice. Didn't even need Psybeam. Actually, I could have just deleted Hypnosis. I only needed to catch HM users. Wait, following Pokemon with higher friendship increases your fishing luck? That is interesting. I did not know that. Oh my god. Not really good shopping skills. Also, apparently in Generation 4, this might be a Gen 4 thing only, but if the Pokemon you're sending out has a plus speed nature, the animation for it coming out of the Pokeball is actually a tiny bit, like I think 10% faster. But I think minus speed nature is 10% slower. Apparently, it's true. He even showed as proof. That is insane. They put kind of detail like that. Like, there's no reason to code that. It doesn't serve any benefit. Nobody's gonna notice. But it was only a Gen 4 thing, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, in terms of intros, I'm custom making intros for the Gym Leaders Elite Four and Champion, and some other potentially notable fights. I still need to make intros for Pokemon Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and White version 2. Well, Pokemon X and Omega Ruby 2. I will make videos of those in the new year. I've only ever done those as races with Sparks the Neo. Sparks the Nico. But I will actually start doing them as videos. Oh. Hey, Lava Demon Pyro. Need a potion? Nah, I'm good. But thanks for the offer. Funnily enough, we're 4 times weak to Bug, yet there's no major trainer that uses Bug moves except for Sabrina's Venomoth with Leech Life. That's like the only thing. That was a turn encounter. Best bug user in the Indigo League is Bugsy, and he's on the other side of Mount Silver. Yeah, if we backported this to Gen 2, this thing would actually struggle with Bugsy if we backported this to Crystal. Okay, I should use a potion this time, because last time, this fight was a bit too close for comfort. Okay, I should have just side-beamed that. That was dumb. Yeah, Bugsy's still a good gym leader. I mean, yeah, his Metapod and Kakuna suck. But he makes up for it with his Scyther. Because Scyther's a pretty terrifying Pokemon for only being the second gym. That's the equivalent of, like, Faulkner having a Noctowl, for example. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to Hypnosis. Okay, that was a bit scary. I'm pretty sure an Ember would have killed me. Well, that was Dude, I forgot where Feint Attack was. Alright, I need to put Feint Attack in slot 3. Despite 2 of his 3 Pokemon being effectively useless, his third Pokemon makes it so his team still has an effective power of 3 Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it was like Kakuna, Metapod, Ledian, then it really wouldn't be as good. Ledian's a terrible Pokemon. I will say, though, Bugsy and Heart Gold Silver are straight up terrifying, because he leads with Scyther instead, and he has U-turn. So he can switch into his Metapod or Kakuna, and they have Tackle and Poison Sting, so they're not going to waste their turn with Harden or String Shot. You know what's interesting? Malamar learns both Swagger and Flatter. The only difference is Flatter raises the opponent's special attack, while Swagger raises the attack. Flatter is just straight up a stupid move, because if you raise the opponent's attack with Swagger, they can hit themselves harder. Something I think should actually be a feature with Swagger and Flatter. Honestly, you know, like when you hit yourself in confusion, it uses your actual attack? What if you were going to use a special attack, it should hit yourself with your special attack stat? I think that would make it a lot more interesting. Yeah, it should. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright, Attract is useless. I don't want the Pecha Berry. Dude. There we go. If I'm casting a Thunderbolt and it fails, it's not going to fail because I slapped my face. It's going to fail because it U-turned and zapped you. Yep. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense, honestly. There we go. It would make flatter more useful. Although, when we backported Low Punny, I made one of its backported moves flatter. That ended up the only way to beat Ghastly, because we learned only normal type moves, because we couldn't learn Mud Slap. So we would have had to get Struggle for the Ghastly, but then I realized we could just flatter on it, and just eventually it'll hit itself enough times. Crunch. Hopefully this one-shot star me. Nice. Alright, saved another 22 seconds on this split. Nice. I gotta stop wasting my time trying to pick up those hidden items. They're probably not even there. Alright, I'm gonna get rest. It's just gonna be for Lance. Dude. Alright, Pesto. I should get the... Yeah, I want the Cherry Berry. Hey, Sundown. Yeah, I did get rest for Lance. That's what Axew suggested. So I made sure to get it this time. Also, hello, Sundown. Hope you're doing well. Also, you guys are gonna love the new intros for the new videos. They used my new avatar profile picture Serena made for me. It's just my own character with a different pose. You can somewhat see it in my Discord bubble in the top right, but you can get a better view if you just zoom in on it or something. I don't know how you would do it. I'm doing great. Beatster. Got any snow yet? We usually don't get those till at least late November. Sometimes earlier, but not yet. I mean, honestly, as of lately, we don't seem to really get our first snowfall till, like, either a week before or after Christmas. Like, we've been at the point the last few years where our Decembers have been really dry, but then when it gets to February, we just get bombarded with blizzards. It's just so strange. The cold front after Hurricane Milton feels nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it feels nice not dying in a hurricane. I would never know what that feels like because we don't get hurricanes up here. We don't live anywhere near the ocean. And anyway, besides the Pacific Ocean, which is the closest ocean, it's a lot colder than the Atlantic. Plus, we're farther away from the equator. So we pretty much get no hurricanes. The only really major storms we get here are like thunderstorms, and very rarely we get earthquakes. Extremely rare, though. Bike. 130 tornadoes. I've seen the videos of it. My god. I mean, apparently you guys down there are just used to it. Apparently, Florida gets, like, several hurricanes every year. But I guess Milton was, like, just an extremely bad one. I'm sure the other ones are just mostly tropical storms. Not, like, to that extent. Tornadoes usually don't happen like that. Well, I don't know where the videos were from, like which town. I mean, Florida isn't really that big in terms of its landmass compared to other places, so could have been like one of many different cities. Kind of annoying how Rock Tunnel has so many extra trainers compared to Gen 1. Like, there's an extra 2 hikers, and then there's this person you have to face. Plus, the 3 Slowpoke guy became a spinner. Darn. I'm just not really talking much just because there really isn't anything to talk about right now. Just, smooth sailing till Celadon. I'll need to remember to get the PP ups, though, for Psychic. I'm gonna fight this person today. May not have been the wisest idea. Yeah, that was not a good idea. That was a bit of a time waste. Oh, hey, Andrew Palmer? It's nice I've been seeing you around here. Normally, I know you like to be at Steve's streams, but it's nice you visit once in a while. Let's see. I heard Steve told you about how you can fish around Rock Tunnel to get a slowpoke. Uh, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, honestly, what you just said. What Steve said. I'm amazed that lived. Missed. I forgot the other, EP up. In the water that goes to the power plant, which is why the Superman Rock Tunnel has 3 slowpoke. Oh, you can fish them up there. Didn't know that. Okay, so I can't dig out. I need to go get the PP. Well, I can just dig out and go straight back in. And that was some smooth biking. Nice special defense drop. Not like it really matters, though. Zombies. Also, I'm gonna lose a lot of time in the Gym 4 split, but that's because in the last run, I did Erica before the tower. So, the Gym 4 and Gym 5 split for me are gonna be a bit off balance. You guys will see the final splits, when I rank on the leaderboards. Alright, my repel did run out, but I only have to do 3 rockets. I'm going to hope I don't encounter anything, so that way I don't have to use a repel. Because usually the first, like, 5 steps or so, it's very rare to encounter something. So hopefully I can make it. Alright, honestly, I'm gonna try my hardest to buy extra calcium. So, I need to remember in Erica's, gym, I'm going to fight all of the beauties in there. 2 of them are mandatory, 1's optional. I'll need to remember to fight the optional one. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Safari Zone, do all that stuff, and then I'll fly back up here and fight Erica. That was really risky. Alright, here's the Van Man biker. I'm gonna fight him for some good training. Alright, I'm gonna teach this over Hypnosis. The only change I'm gonna make with my moveset is that Aerial Ace will be Calm Mind. Alright, I'm still gonna get the Quick Claw. It did help in parts of the Elite Four. Well, then again, for Lance, I'll be doing Resto Chesto. I'll still just keep it. Alright, so that's one of the beauties, and the other beauty's just to the right. I actually have no idea what the other beauty's team is. It's the reason I'm fighting the beauties is because I need a lot of money. I'm going to try and max out my special attack. Okay, this team isn't as good, but... Okay, that person straight up gives less money. Oh well, I mainly just needed the money. You could say, why not just get the amulet coin? The amulet coin requires you to catch 20 Pokemon, so I'm effectively never gonna get it. If I could get it in these playthroughs, oh, I could get so many vitamins. Alright, I lost 4.5 minutes on the Gym 4 split, but that's just because I did things in a different order. I'm gonna fight this guy over here too, actually. Because I would want to try to be level 43 for the rival. If I be level 43 combined with all the extra special attack, hopefully I can make Charizard a 2-hit. Gonna lean back a little. Nice, I'm the same level as him. You know what's funny? Axiu's usually here for these Firered backports. He showed up once and just never came back. Probably just busy watching that Platinum video. Oh, if you haven't seen it, there is a guy, it's the same guy who made the Firered, can you beat Firered while blind and deaf? That same channel just released a new video doing a similar thing for Platinum. You guys want to watch that. The amount of methodology he uses to think up all sorts of random events is insane. Plus, he can pretty much teach you how RNG works. And yeah, the Platinum one was released like a couple days ago. I got it recommended. I didn't realize it was made by the same guy. But yeah, that video is awesome. Full restore. Jugglers have good money? I actually don't remember. Really? Okay, good money. That's funny. It feels like I get poisoned more often by drowsies and hypnos than by actual poison type. Substitute, not even necessary. Alright, so I'm ahead 49 seconds. Or I can save even more time in the next split. Alright, I'm gonna do something kind of interesting. I'm gonna do the training in Sylph. Pick up the high money items. And then, before I do the rival, I'll leave and immediately go buy the calcium. Because remember, I won't have Calm Mind. Paralyzed. That's one disadvantage of fighting some of the scientists, magnetons. Alright, I only need level 43, plus as many calciums. Let's look, I actually outspeed the Charizard now. Must have got an extra Carbo since last time. Alright, I think when I go sell a bunch of these unnecessary vitamins to get new ones, I'm gonna invest in special attack followed by speed. Honestly, I'm never gonna outspeed some of Lance's aces anyway. I should actually just invest in iron and probably zinc. I have like no special defense. Because maybe it'll let my substitute last longer at parts. I hope. Guy keeps walking away from me. I'm out. I'm out of psychics. This guy right here is one of the best rocket grunts to fight. His whole team is fully... Oh, not this. This guy is one of the worst scientists in the whole building. Just has a Magnemite in the coughing. Not good at all. It's kind of funny, there's some background noise right now. It's coming through on Discord, but not OBS. I could have just dug out. Alright, I need to go invest in vitamins. And they really nerfed this girl from Gen 1 where she straight up gives you Ice Beam. Bad. I don't need any of these TMs. Except Rest. I need to hold on to that. I need Zinc. And Calcium. Alright, I think I'm just gonna sell Protein. Let me use these all up. Already got 2 irons. Alright, so I can use 4 calcium. And I'm gonna get a free Carbos in the mansion, so I'm not gonna buy one. I think the rest in... Yeah, rest in Zinc. Alright, let's hope this makes the rival a lot more consistent. Hopefully Charizard's a 2-shot. Oh, Gyarados is a 2-shot now. Last time it was a 3-shot. That's really good. Yeah. Not a big deal. Alakazam can't even hit me. So yeah, that completely made him consistent. Plus, those Zinks are going to help a lot, especially for the later Elite Four members. I mean, I don't think the irons and HP ups are going to be as useful, but the calciums and the zincs will be. I mean, the reason I didn't buy a Carbos is because there's one free Carbos in the Cinnabar Mansion. I just need to remember to not use it on Lapras. And I'm paralyzed. Fun. I'm honestly a bit worried about Kangaskhan now. Actually, those special attack EVs actually made this fight a lot easier, too. Lapras is a bit too chunky to use it. Well, it was an accident. It wasn't supposed to be for Lapras. Alright, also, I'm going to use an Elixir, but I'm going to straight up not save for Sabrina. Because the only Pokemon of hers that can hit me is Mr. Mime's Double Slap and the Venomoth's Leash Life. Okay, I actually do need to heal anyway. Paralyzed. But still, I'm not saving. Also, I will be losing time on this split because I did extra prepare by buying all those vitamins, but I do believe it's going to make the league a lot easier. Oh, Mr. Mime doesn't have Double Slap in this game. Very intelligent, which is why her base speed isn't lower, but it's kind of hard to move on lane when you've only got 2 flippers. Yep, that would be pretty difficult. Alright, and then at Lance, I'll replace Crunch with, well, I picked up an escape rope by mistake, may as well use it. I should have done all this while I was in the gym. Ego Lapras would be pretty cool. I hate whoever placed all these islands here. Thunderwave. Alright, I am out of Paralyzed Heals. Flying Lapras. That'd be really similar to that whole story in Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky, where Lapras flies over the Sea of Time to get to the Hidden Land. This guy right here has only 1 Rapidash, but still, there's no reason to fight these guys. I'm gonna save just in case, though. I did have a close call last time because I got burned. Also, Suction Cups helps here because this Growlithe has Roar. Hello, Yokai. Hope you're doing well. This second run's going really good. Rival 5 gave me some issues in the first run. So before fighting him, I actually did a lot of investing in vitamins. I went through Sylph, got all the good ones I didn't need, sell them to buy a bunch of vitamins. I bought like 4 calcium and 5 zincs. Honestly, Contrary would not be good for this run. Because here's why. I'm using Calm Mind. Calm Mind's going to lower my special attack. I would have to spam Superpower to get stat raise. So, Contrary on this thing would actually be bad. In fact, if any of you have seen my old Pokemon White 2 Versus video with the Unova starters, I specifically did not want Contrary with, what's it called? Superior. Because I wanted to use moves like Coil and, what was the other one? Growth. And, yeah, Coil and Growth. If I had Contrary, those moves would actually hurt me. Plus, Leaf Storm's just way too high of a level. So in solo runs, Contrary is actually not that good. If you have to rely on setup moves. Although, if Contrary was in this, every Intimidate user giving me a free attack boost would be nice. But I feel like Calm Mind's just straight up better. That's true, Annie, but I have a little tool called PK Hex. I asked people a long time ago in a poll, should I allow hidden abilities? And I think out of like 50 votes, it was like 97% yes. I remember hearing Scott talk about like potential Gen 5 runs in the future. He said he would probably ban hidden abilities just because they weren't available to most people. But I don't know. I like including hidden abilities because it could offer up a pretty unique strat, like Sheer Force Nidoking. Alright, I kinda hope 3 Psychics is enough, but with 15 crunches I should be fine. Sounds like it'd be mighty against the Venusaur team, Intimidate from Arcanine and Gyarados. Probably. I always face the Charizard team in all of my runs because I'm honestly not the biggest fan of, like, the rivals team having to change for every Pokemon, because I feel like that could be a benefit for some Pokemon while a disadvantage for others. Plus, some Pokemon would be kind of hard. Like, how am I going to figure out which team's the hardest for this thing? Like, how am I supposed to? I just do the Charizard team because when you compare his Grass, Fire, and Water types, Exeggutor is more threatening than Venusaur, especially since in the Champion, the Venusaur's only attacking move is Solar Beam. I think it's Giga Drain too, but the AI always chooses Solar Beam. Blastoise's final moveset in the league is just extremely freaking bad. Plus, Gyarados is just straight up more terrifying than Blastoise. Arcanine just straight up sucks on the Champions team, while the Charizard has Slash and Fire Blast. So the Fire team is straight up just harder. I mean, if we're using a Water type, yeah, that's an advantage, but it still has to deal with Gyarados and Exeggutor. Oh yeah, Crystal's one of the few exceptions. Like, the Grass type is just mighty in every way. I mean, for our backports, we always face the Bayleaf team, but I will say, in Crystal, I still always face the Fire team. I just make that a rule for myself in every gen. I just always replace the Grass starter. The main rival always uses a Fire type. I just want the rival to have the same team for every run. That way he's more predictable. That's just a personal opinion of mine. I know you may disagree with it, but fine by me. Honestly, it's not like it even matters in like Gen 5 or Gen 6 when you have multiple rivals, they straight up pick everything. I mean, some Pokemon will get an advantage, some won't. I just don't want to really put much thought into it, you know? Alright, so far I'm entering the league at a minute faster. Alright, I have to hold on to Crunch mainly for Lorelei. I think afterwards it'll be safe to get rid of it. Alright. I should have used all my rare candies first. Oh well, not a big deal. Just 4 Calm Minds will do. Oh, hey, D1. Oh, D1, I'm looking forward to the Tapu Fini run tomorrow. Hope you like it, because I actually made the front and back sprite myself. I feel like I did a good job. I don't know, like, sometimes I would see Scott, like, if he's doing, like, that was Quick Lock, by the way. If I see him doing, like, let's say, a fire type, he would have the rival pick the Blastoise team, even though Gyarados is straight up more terrifying. I think he says he does it because it feels more in the spirit of the game, that the rival's starter has the type advantage. That's all that matters, but honestly, since in the newer games, the rival just ends up picking the weaker starter anyway, I feel like it's just... I just prefer my own rule set here. Yeah, I knew about that, Annie. That was a complete typo. Yeah, that was a typo. Oh, that was a Quick Claw, by the way. I did get hit with Rock Tomb. My modifiers, for some reason, they do not work with the Fire-Red backports. I still, to this day, have never figured it out. I've been kind of too lazy to look into it, honestly. I think it just changes how the ROM works just slightly. I feel like Scott just doesn't really think about it too much if it's yellow version. That was lucky. I made an hour round trip to the GameStop that sells retro games. Went to buy Pearl, ended up being Heart Gold. Wait, GameStop selling retro games? Don't most GameStops have, like, a little section near the front with, like, I don't know, some 3DS games people have donated? I know mine always has that section. Or is this the GameStop that, like, has, like, a straight-up whole section of it? Or are you talking about some sort of, like, mom-and-pop video game store that sells retro stuff? I occasionally go to GameStop every now and then. Then again, I don't really go up in the big city much. When I do go up there, I only really go there if there's a new game out that I want. Although for Echoes of Wisdom, I did just buy it from Walmart because I didn't want to make another trip. It's a small section in select GameStops. Ah. How much was Heart Gold then? Honestly, as long as it wasn't anything... If it wasn't over $150, I'd say you got a good deal. Okay, so I forgot to teach rest. Hopefully I can set up the +4. I need the +4 and a substitute. Okay, I should be good. It's to take whatever the Aerodactyl's going to give me. And then this should be a one-shot at +4? Really? Okay, I'll actually teach rest this time. So close to a reset list run. I'm just not used to teaching rest. Okay. Chesto. Alright, I am going to have to get +6, though, for the champion, because I don't have Crunch anymore for the Executor. 80. Nice. Oh, wait, it was $80 after you traded in Smash Bros? I will say, there's a giant, entertainment, like, retro game store in my big city. It's called Entertain Mart. They sell lots of things. They sell music, books, manga, all that fun stuff. And they have a section for video games as well. They literally have an aisle for like every single console. They have an aisle for like Atari games. You've got to be kidding. They have an aisle for Atari games, and then like NES, SNES, then GBA, DS. They get a lot of donations from people. Plus, in that aisle, there's always a little locked up cabinet with glass doors. They always keep the best stuff in there, like Ocarina of Time, some GameCube games. Like, really, it's a really good store. I should like take pictures at some point and put them in the Discord. It's a really nice store to go in. And in their Switch games, they pretty much just charge the same price as everyone else. Plus, you can trade in your own stuff too if you want for store credit. I'm gonna equip a chesto. There's a place called Game Pawn that's like 30 minutes, has some similar stuff. Except it's a gigantic store. Big. It is so big. Oh, you've got to be kidding. What? I'm speed tied? Okay, I need to use my candies. Game Pawn is not big. Well, the whole store is like... I don't know what the proper square footage would be. I'd say if you were to start at the front door and walk straight to the back, like in a straight line, I would guess it would take you like 20 seconds to walk straight to the back wall, assuming you don't turn. And then from the left to the right side, it's like a 25, 30-second walk. One. Two. Dude, that was a crit. 3. Alright, I need to set up on something else. I'll set up on this. Wait, this thing can't even hit me. I should have just set up on this. 5 and 6. Yeah, I'm dumb. I should have just set up on this instead. I didn't realize he would send out Alakazam second. I don't even know why he'd send out Alakazam second. It is so strange. I'm impressed that one shot, actually. I know I use 6 Calm Minds, but still, it's an Exeggutor. That thing has very high special defense. And a lot of HP. I'm speed tied with the Charizard. 1 hour 32. 2 minutes and 53 seconds faster. With 2 resets. 1 reset because I forgot to teach Rest, and the second reset was because I didn't use my rare candies. So if I had remembered to teach Rest and use my rare candies, I would have gotten it. Wow. That was a really good run, honestly. Sadly, it's not going to be top 10 because my top 10 has such freaking good runs in it. But I'll go ahead and add this. This is backport number 37. Alright, let's go ahead and add this. Alright, I was level 65 with 2 resets. 1 hour, 32 seconds. Game time of 2:53. Alright, so if you guys want to see the timer, here's the timer. Right there. I'll leave it right there. Alright, let's see. Unfortunately, it's not top 10. You can see Chandelure right there. Top 10 would need to be sub 55 minutes. That's a really hard time for a lot of Pokemon to get. This thing just couldn't get it, and honestly, I have to blame its very low special attack throughout the entire game. I had to do a lot of vitamin training just to beat Rival 5. But, we did get 18th place. Dang. we're the fastest time that's over an hour. Like, we were unfortunately like 2 minutes slower than Galarian Moltres, but slightly better than a Alolan Raticate. Alolan Raticate actually felt pretty good to play though. Yeah, honestly, I feel like this is placed honestly good. Hey, Axu, I just caught stream very late. I was too busy on my end. Oh, that's okay, Axu. My only 2 resets were actually I forgot to teach Rest for Lance, and I didn't use my rare candies for the champion. But I did buy a lot of vitamins before I even did the rival, because I was 3-shotting Gyarados and Charizard, but using a total of like 7 calcium made it a 2-shot. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm gonna check if Steve is live right now. He is. Alright, everyone, don't go anywhere. I will meet you all at Steve's stream. Alright. Redirect. Oh, M. Tiberius is also live. Nope, we're redirecting to Steve today. Alright, everyone. Thank you all for watching. The next stream will be tomorrow, where D1 Steve and I will be we'll be doing Tapu Fini in Generation 1. So, I will see you all over at Steve.